And you're listening to the Offbeat Business Show. Thank you so much for sharing your valuable lunch hour with us. This is Susan Hamilton, and I'm here talking with Chris Feola today. And he's doing something really awesome that I couldn't wait to share with you, because one of the biggest problems we have in American business today, you hear us talk about it all the time, is a hamster wheel we're on. Reckon we're a little busy, Chris? It's just crazy, isn't it?
Everybody's running as fast as they can, Susan, and no one seems to get anywhere.
Yeah, so you have a solution. You found a way to take about 6 tasks that we'd have to do on a regular basis to do any good with our company and put it all into one location.
Yeah, if you think about it, the big difference between big business and small business is that big businesses don't guess. Procter & Gamble doesn't introduce a product and see what happens. Frito-Lay doesn't introduce a new snack and see if anybody eats it. Everything is analytics. Everything is data-driven. Everything is database marketing. Small businesses, unfortunately, can't afford the sort of money that we're talking about. Procter & Gamble spends roughly $1 billion a year just pulling the data together to drive those sorts of analytics. Now, I haven't actually seen Pegasus NetWave's books, but I'm pretty sure they're not up for $1 billion a year bill. So what else can you do? Well, what we've done at Business One Touch is take those sorts of analytics and, more importantly, the services that compile the data needed to drive them and put it all in the cloud. So if you've got an iPad and a cell phone, you can run your business the way Procter & Gamble does. With slightly less customization. Slightly less customization. So.
That seems like you made it awful easy.
Well, you know, I mean, you look lovely today.
Well, thank you.
I'm guessing you didn't sew that dress yourself.
You are absolutely right.
Nor did you have it hand-tailored for you.
No, one day. It's in my future, but not today.
But why isn't that day today? why do you shop at Target or Macy's or wherever you shop? Why?
Because somewhere down the line somebody made business efficient and made my clothes affordable.
Because somewhere down the line you figured that getting 30 or 40 outfits where you knew that they were close enough to your size and maybe accessorizing them, maybe doing that, was
That's true, I believe in elastic.
was much more sensible than one outfit for the same price that somebody had hand sewn for you and hand tailored for you. Is a tailored shirt that's sewn to me individually better than this shirt? Probably. Is it better than 30 of these shirts? No. That's why none of us do that. And yet, everyone is still buying hand-tailored, custom-made technology. You go out for a website design and they're like, well, we'll write you a shopping cart. Why? None of your customers care about a custom-built shopping cart. They care about your product. They care about Idale's truffles. They care about your magazine. Once they've decided to buy it, they just want the shopping cart to work. That's all. So yes, we are not giving you a custom-built shopping cart. We're not giving you a custom-built setup. We're not giving you a custom-built dashboard. We are
giving us something that works.
Templates that work, and you choose which one fits you from a limited number of choices.
Well, I thought that was really interesting, Chris, because I played with your dashboard. That was a lot of fun. There's a lot of things you can do with that thing.
It was certainly good for me too. So.
Well, friends, a lot of times when you are posting one thing to your website, for instance, a blog page, you're not going to get the formatting out in every location that you need to. That's been a challenge for a lot of businesses that want to use a one platform. What's the word I'm looking? Deployment in all these areas, and so finding that it's so what's the word? It formats correctly. It formats correctly. I love that.
It does, and it does that because our tool publishes directly to the programming interfaces for Twitter, for Facebook, for the web.
Now that's significant. When you say that it does that for Facebook, now that's significant because third-party apps don't typically post to Facebook in a way that causes anybody else to ever see it.
Absolutely.
So you do.
But here's the important thing. At the same time that we post all those things out, we allow you to designate a target. So if you're introducing a new version of your magazine, for example, and you're going to put that in your store and say you should come and get this magazine, that Facebook post will not only be formatted correctly, it will link into that web post where they can come and get your magazine. And we will track it. So we'll know that it's Raul who clicked on the Facebook post and came in and ordered the free first issue of the new version of the magazine. That's how the analytics pulls everything together. And there's a lot of side benefits to this. For example, how does your Google ranking occur? Well, your Google ranking occurs in large part by how many backlinks there are to your website, especially from social media. Well, in my setup, when I do my blog every day, I post to 2 different Facebooks, 2 different Twitter accounts, 2 different LinkedIns, plus the web page.
If you're doing doing that one at a time, I mean, that's a significant portion of your day, and I think that is one of the major challenges that American business has today. Is first of all, understanding why you would even do that for your own business, and then secondly, how do you do it and still have time to actually run your business? Because that's not your company; that's just your brand familiarity.
Exactly. And then when you add to that the fact that Google sees 6 new backlinks from social media into that post, I've just increased my SEO ranking, my search engine optimization ranking. I've just increased my presence. Plus, the really important thing is, at the end of the day, there's a lot of what I call fake analytics out there.
Absolutely.
Fake analytics are numbers that people make up so you'll feel like you're Procter & Gamble without the benefit of actually having that kind of data. So they'll tell you, oh, well, your Facebook engagement has increased 20%. What does that mean? Are any of those people your customers? There's a very simple definition in business. A customer is someone who gives you money, not someone who likes your Facebook post, not someone who retweets your tweet. It's someone who gives you money. There's nothing worse than people who suck up all your time and energy and never give you money. Those people aren't your shoppers, they're your shoplifters.
Interesting perspective. And that's not to say, friends, that it's not, when it comes to SEO, 60% of your SEO criteria are dependent on your content and your social media connections for exactly what Chris was saying. Those backlinks matter, but they have short-term memory. Those links don't last forever. And that's why it's important for you to, on a regular basis, to be using social media for your business, because the more familiar your brand is, do you realize when the name of your company and the name of your brand and your hashtags, when all that stuff is seen out there, you have 60% higher favorability in the eyes of your audience. That's huge because people buy from who?
They buy from people they know.
That's right. And so that little bit of information there can go a long way. And Chris's program here, Chris Feola, sells the Business One Touch. He is the creator of the Business One Touch. And I just couldn't wait to share that with you, because if something can make your life and business easier, friends, you're just going to have more time and more money to contribute to the needs of what's going on in our community. And that's one thing that Chris and I have talked about on many occasions, because we both believe that we could be doing a better job in America of supporting our veterans. And Chris is a veteran, and he has got some interesting things that he's going to be sharing with us. And when we come back, we're going to go take a break. And when we get back, we're going to enjoy more of this conversation with Chris Feola and Business One Touch. And we'll be right back. This is Susan Hamilton, and you're listening to the Offbeat Business Show.
8.5 minutes. Cool.
Are you getting what you need there?
Mm-hmm.